everybody, we are working through our book, 10 Tabs for Clawhammer Ukulele, and we are up to Cumberland Gap. Notice the tuning in the upper right-hand corner of the tab. It's A, C, F, G. And it's a great tuning, but remember that when we switch to these new ones, sometimes our strings really need to stretch to get comfortable in their new spot. Really, the point of this tuning is it gives us a good way to play in the key of F. And also, it's based off of the banjo tuning called double C. So the tunes that you learn on double C and banjo, you can kind of do on the ukulele in this tuning. I heard this version of Cumberland Gap from a video by Joseph DeCosimo. I worked with him at a music camp one time, and I really like how he plays. And I think this version is kind of from Lee Sexton. I'm not totally sure. But you should go find his version too. Now, we've already got the up-to-tempo version on YouTube, so I'll just go real slow and give you tips for Cumberland Gap. Cool. So notice that this is kind of home base when you're in this tuning. That's an F chord. In the first half, the first thing that happens that's probably strange to you is the beginning of the second line. We have a pull-off from 2 to 0, but it's not an eighth note pull-off, it's quarter notes. So, like, I have no reason to do that. Normally, like, you could play that just like this. So why do a pull-off? Well, it just sounds cool. It sounds different than if you do. So that's why it's in there. And then also we've got this little mini chord that's in it in the first half of the tune, 0, 5, 5, 7. It's like the 4 chord with a major 7 in it. And I know it sounds a little dissonant when you go slow, but it's a sweet dissonant once you get moving with it. So the second section, the real important thing to do is to get the syncopated rhythm that starts in the second bar. So you have to do 2 normal motions, but they're not on the normal beats. So it's like finger, finger, thumb, finger, brush, thumb. So I just do that measure a few times in a row. Isn't that nice that way? Yeah, so those are the 2 traps that are in it. Hope you like this version of Cumberland Gap, and drop me a line if you have any questions. Cheers.